The second bizarre occurrence that allowed a run to score. As Tortuga scored twice in the second, both runs unearned because Moss reached on an error that extended the inning. Manya looks at a fastball strike. Ariel Almonte, after both runners went to third on a wild pitch, first of all, Ariel Almonte scored on a balk. The 0-1. Fastball strike outside corner, 0-2 on Diego. Then Omania struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the dirt, but it got past the catcher Berg. Went all the way to the screen, Omania reached, Jack Moss scored. 0-2 pitch, fastball right down the middle, and Omania swings through it, and Chang does not mess around. That is a 3-pitch strikeout, and very quickly 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, Hung Lang Chung, 75 2/3 innings, 80 hits, 69 strikeouts, now 70, and 28 walks. Tortugas have seen him before. He actually threw 4 scoreless innings against Daytona back on April 17th. He'll face your lean Confidant, 2 outs, who takes the first pitch slider down and in for a ball. Coffey has doubled the left and has struck out swinging. 1-0. Is high, ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Next offering to Confidant. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and Confidant could not come up with it. So the count is 2-1. Next offering is low, ball 3. Peyton Stovall, who began the 2-run rally in the 3rd with a base hit, he is waiting on deck. Confidant will now step out. Three balls and a strike, the pitch. And it's outside, ball 4 to Confidant. And while it may seem boring, taking a walk is a brilliant move, as it helps get Daytona one step closer to cutting down this deficit a little bit more. That's what makes it brilliant, and why it's sponsored by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Confidant at first, 2 down for Peyton Stovall. First pitch from Chang, so throw back to first. Confidant is back, and the ball gets away. It gets away from Plauz, and Confidant will move up to second. A throwing error by Chang, and the Tortugas have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Well, you don't advise runners going back into first base standing up, but because Confidant did, that made it much easier for him to advance to second, not having to spring up and then start to run. He was already ready to go. Now the first pitch to Stovall is a fastball on the outer half for a strike. Peyton, a sharp single at the middle, leading off the 3rd against Luigi Hernandez. He has also popped to short. The 0-1. And a changeup misses outside, 1-1. Stovall had 2 hits yesterday, one of them an RBI single. He is looking for a second hit and an RBI. 1-1. Line drive center field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. Confidant rounding 3rd. He will score. The throw goes into second, and right on cue, Peyton Stovall, his second hit, his second RBI. It is 7-5, Bradenton. As the Tortugas have scored for the 3rd inning in a row, and they take advantage of the error by Chang. That is the only reason that Confidant was at second base to begin with. Stovall with his 5th RBI as a professional. And the Tortugas with the tying run on Sammy Stafor at the plate. He walked and scored an inning ago, and he takes a fastball away. Chang working from the stretch is set. Stovall leads off first. The pitch. Stafor squibs it foul at the first baseline. Count is 1-1. Well, Stovall stole 2 bases yesterday. Daytona has not attempted a stolen base so far tonight after they stole 6 of them yesterday. You wondered if maybe this would be a spot consider sending Stovall, try to get in the scoring position, give Stafora a chance to drive in a run with the single. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chang comes set. Stovall leads off. Not going. The pitch backs off Stafora inside with the fastball. 2-1. Infield is playing Stafora to pull. Outfield is straight away. Rather shallow. 2-1. Chopped foul, third base side. Will come to rest near the opening of the third base dugout. Sam Tetman grabs that baseball, the Tortuga trainer. Count is 2-2 on Stafora. Chung looking for his second strikeout, trying to end the inning with it. The set, the pitch. And a fastball misses inside. Berg framed it up, but Caden Titchener does not give it to him. The count is full, 3-2. So Stovall will be off on this pitch. One more wide one would bring Eastmith Pineda to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chang's payoff pitch. Set a throwback to first, and Stovall is back in. Well, Stovall was not moving on first movement. That's probably a good thing. Now he leads off once again. He'll be off with this 3-2 pitch. Here it is. There he goes. And there's ball 4 as it misses in the dirt. A slider from Chang, and Stafora walks for the second time in as many innings. So the inning will continue. Eastmith Pineda walked his last time up. And now we're going to get a visit to the mound by Matt Ford. We'll also have a translator coming out with them, as Chang is a member, or not a member, but a native of Taiwan. We'll get someone that speaks, I believe Taiwan speaks Mandarin. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe they do. So that would likely be the language of a translator is out on the mound with the entire infield. Yeah, between pitching coach, trainer, all 4 infielders, catcher, pitcher. It's quite a crowd on the mound, and Caden Titchener joins the party just in time to break it up. So, back to the dugout as Bradenton's getting yet another right arm loose in the bullpen. They are getting no attackets up and loose in the pen. Eastmith Pineda with Stovall at second, Stafora at first steps in. He has struck out and drawn a walk. Chang is set, and the first pitch to Eastmith is a fastball a little bit inside, ball 1. So that is the 20th pitch of the inning for Chang. There have just not been many quick innings tonight, to say the least. The 1-0. Popped up. And unfortunately, looks like this one's going to stay in play near the on-deck circle, third base side. The catch is made by the catcher, Berg, and that will end the inning. And so Pineda fouls out to the catcher with 2 men aboard to end the. That was after 3 straight Tortugas reach with 2 outs, including an RBI single by Peyton Stovall to make it 7-5. Ariel Monte will step in. He has walked twice, driven in a run, and scored a run. First pitch, swung on and hit high in the air to right field. That struck pretty well. Valdez back, but he makes the catch at the edge of the warning track for out number 1. Valdez just missed it. He was looking for number 21 on the year there, but I think he didn't quite get the barrel on that. That got the crowd out of their seats. But all it is the first out of the inning. Ricardo Cabrera steps in. The first pitch from Chang, it comes inside and drills him. You know, Ricardo Cabrera, for whatever reason, he has just been a target this year. The 18th time he has been hit by a pitch. Some boos raining down. What is a rowdy crowd here tonight at the Jack. So Cabrera is aboard. One out base runner will bring up Carlos Sanchez. Sanchez has flied to the left, flied to the warning track and left, and has struck out. Cabrera modestly at first. First pitch to Carlos, he shows bunt, but the fastball is away, so he pulls the bat away and takes ball one. Well, now the third baseman, Leje, who was back, he will come in a couple steps. See if Sanchez still thinks about laying one down. The 1-0. Nope, he swings away and he fouls it off of the catcher, Berg. Limping at home plate as that ricocheted off his right leg and rolled all the way out to the first baseman, Axiel Plaz. But Berg looked like he'll be okay. I think that hit him right on the knee portion of the shin guard. That was a direct shot. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out for Daytona here in the 5th. Chang is set. Throw back to first, and Chang already has 1 errant pickoff throw in his outing, and that was low as well, but Plaz snags it with no issues. Cabrera was back in there ahead of the toss anyways. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chang's pitch is on the outside corner. There's a changeup from the right-hander, and Sanchez is behind the count 1-2. So Chang is looking for his 2nd strikeout. Picked up 1 in the 4th. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sanchez tried to hold up and sit back on that off-speed pitch, but he couldn't time it up. He is down on strikes, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. Here is Jack Moss, who flew out to center against Chang to lead off the 4th. Well, Tortugas, they got a 2-out run against Chang here in the 4th. Can they do so again here in the 5th? Moss looks at a breaking ball for a strike. Well, Chang going more heavily off speed to the last couple hitters. So that was what Moss got there. The 0-1. Another off speed, a little bit outside. Count is 1-1. Well, Moss, in addition to his flyout in the 4th, also has reached on an error and scored. That came back in the 2nd. 1-1 pitch. Fastball high, and Sanchez is going for second. The throw goes to second. It's not in time. Delgado couldn't squeeze it cleanly. I don't know what exactly Berg was doing there. I think that was actually a delayed steal by Cabrera. Berg initially looked to first and realized Cabrera was going to second. And no one was covering the bag initially. Delgado got there, but got a glove on the ball, but didn't catch it cleanly. And so Cabrera has his 19th stolen base. And he's at second as a 2-1 to Moss is a little bit outside. Ball 3. And time called as Ricardo Cabrera looks to be a little gimpy over at second base. Julio Murillo caught him still trying to stretch out his leg or hip or something, and now Cabrera's walking back and forth between second base and shallow center field. Julio Murillo walking out towards him. So is first base coach Osman Melendez. So is the trainer Sam Tetman from the third base dugout. Eddie Itzturis, who was activated off the development list earlier today, he is getting loose, grabbing a helmet just in case Cabrera comes out of the game. Wonder if Cabrera maybe tweaked something in the process of sliding into second base, as Sam Tetman's having him jog a little bit out in the shallow center field. Now walking back. So yeah, Cabrera definitely looks like he's moving a little bit gingerly, but we'll see what the status of him is here, as Yeah, right now, there's just a four-man meeting right on top of second base. Julio Murillo looking at the lineup card. As no decision has been made yet on the status of Ricardo Cabrera. And Julio Murillo is now telling Eddie, get on out here. So that is a shame to see there. Ricardo Cabrera's night will come to a close. He will depart with Sam Tetman. Eddie Torres will come on the pinch run. So getting action. First day back on the active roster after he'd been on the development list since August 27th. So Cabrera, the stolen base. That'll be his last act tonight. It'll be a 3-1 count on Jack Moss. Daytona trailing 7-5 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, it's Torres, good speed at second, and it's worth noting as well, Cabrera is the DH tonight, so there is not much of an issue when it comes to figuring out positions. I think I say there is no issue. There is no shuffling that will need to be done once we go to the 6th inning. So, Chang ready to go. Moss is back in the box, ahead in the count, 3-1. It's Torres leads off second. Chang a long look back, the pitch. And a fastball is a little bit high, ball 4. A second base runner in the inning for Daytona. There's 2 on and 2 outs for Diego Omaña. Boring knows when taking a walk is a brilliant move. That's why every Tortugas walk is sponsored by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Diego Omaña has struck out twice, so he reached on one of them. He does not want to do that here, though. He wants to come through with a 2-out knock. First pitch, and it's swung on and grounded towards third. It's snagged on a backhand by the third baseman, Lee J, but he throws it in the left or the right field. This will score a run. Leje tried to go the short way to second, but he airmails Carlos Caro at second. An error will bring in a run, and it's 7-6 as it's Torres crosses the plate. Moss goes to third on the play. Omaña will reach on a fielder's choice. An E5 throwing, allowing Moss to reach, and it's Torres to score. Now the tying run is at third for your lead confidant, who has doubled, walked, struck out, and scored tonight. That is the third unearned run of the night for Daytona, who have 6 runs but just 3 hits in the game. Now can Confidant make Bradenton pay further? First pitch, fouled off, strike 1. Confidant was way out in front of that changeup. Hey, somebody made a nice catch off the carom. He was way out in front of that changeup, and he cued it foul off the end of his bat, as he saw a pitch that was up and wanted to drive it. Fouls it away instead. No balls and a strike. The set and the right-hander's pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Berg. Moss, the runner at third, has already scored on a wild pitch once tonight. Omaña over at first. Not the best of speed on the bases for Daytona. Confidant, 1 ball, 1 strike. Daytona has now scored in 4 innings in a row, trying to draw even for the first time in the game after they twice have trailed by 5 runs. The 1-1. Slow chopper back to the mound. Chang is up with it. A short toss to first. Confidant hustling.